What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Real quick video. I'm doing some pre-flight things here. I'm going to be taking out the P-47 and the Free Wing Super Scorpion for its maiden. And I just thought I would let you guys. I was telling you how I had to fix the P-47. I had to fix the P-47. There was something wrong with the prop. Well, I'm gonna show you exactly what that was now. Now, would this have caused it to fling a prop blade? Probably not, because the bolt actually goes right through there. Actually, it goes to, hold on, let me show you the other side. The bolt goes through there, goes through the hole, and then it also goes through this hole on the prop, and then it bolts from the back side. So it's actually, the prop is actually being held on by that bolt, by that screw. But the back side of this was okay, except for this little chip that got taken out right here, okay? And the top side was pretty bad as well. So here's my thing. Could I have still flown it with this prop? Probably. With this hub? Yeah, probably. But here's the thing. I'm always going to preach safety first. And if I get out there and I fly a plane with a busted prop hub like that, then I'm not practicing what I preach. And I'm usually, that's not the type of person I am. So this was just from, the first few times flying it, trying to get it dialed in, trying to get everything trimmed out in it, and then we had the accident where we ripped the tail off of it, and then it's just been, one little thing after another. Now finally, the plane is finally trimmed out. It's finally the way it's supposed to be, okay? So now, after all of that, I've got so much damage on this plane, scratches and cuts and bends and breaks. And I mean, I guess that's the deal with foam, like big gouges and scratches. This one was a doozy right here. I'm not even sure how that one happened. Scratches in the paint. I mean, just, this plane was beautiful when I pulled it out of the box. But like I said, does it add to the character of the plane? Oh shit, yeah, it adds to the character of the plane. I mean, think about it. When these planes went out and they got flak damage all over them, I mean, to be quite honest with you, if I took all these scratches and just dubbed them in with a little black paint, like spruce some black paint around, it would almost look like flak damage to the plane. I mean, it's just been one thing after another with this plane, and now that it's finally dialed in, I finally have it where it's supposed to be. The damage is already done. But does it still fly? Heck yeah, it still flies. This thing flies great. It flies actually pretty darn amazing for what it looks like. So we bought a brand new hub and spinner. It actually came with everything. It's got the whole kit caboodle. It's got all brand new screws, brand new bolts. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh yeah, by the way, the reason that happened is because when I'm getting the plane, when I was first flying the plane, taking off, she'd want to nose over. I wasn't keeping enough downstick. And what I found out was I just had too much trim in the elevator. So I put the trim back, and now all I have to do is just push the throttle stick forward. And I'm telling you what, guys, this thing levels off like this on the ground without me even touching the stick. It levels out on the ground just like this, and it lifts off by itself. No bullshit. I don't even have to touch the back stick. I don't have to touch any elevator whatsoever. This thing takes off by itself. It's actually pretty cool, man. I was happy when I finally got it trimmed in. I'm sad to see what it looks like after finally getting everything done on it. The accident, I should have never gone out and flown in those conditions, and I did anyways. I was jumping the gun on something, and I shouldn't have done that. But the point is that we're beyond that now. This is what I have in front of me for a plane. This is what she looks like. She's not going to look any better than this. I mean, I have to say, for what she's gone through and what she's been through, the damage is actually not that bad. Nothing is loose on her. Everything's nice and tight. You know, the whole point of me getting this plane was that the wings detach. But the problem is you detach those wings a few times, and you're going to risk busting off those little pieces. I've already had to replace these once on here because I was taking the wings on and off, and the little things that they plug into one another, those little damn things, those pins, they bust off. If you're not careful, they'll break right off when you're trying to pull them apart or push them back together. And I broke one off, and that would actually be the third set that I went through. The first set, they actually gave me mismatches. They gave me 2 female ends. So, like, what the hell? What's going on here? This doesn't work. So they sent me out some brand new ones. I had to go through the plane, put the brand new pieces in. So I put all the brand new pieces in the plane. And then taking the wings on and off the first, like, few times going to the field, I busted one of those pins. So I was like, screw that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just leaving it alone. And I'm going to leave the wings on it. And a lot of this damage that you see, especially on the tips of the wings here, and on the tips of the wing over here, this is all just from, like, putting it into my truck and pulling it out of my truck, putting it in my truck, pulling it out of my truck. So what I'm doing lately is I'm just leaving the goddamn plane in the truck. I'm not pulling it in and out, in and out, in and out. So all week long, the plane stays in the truck. And then, like Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights, I bowl. So what I'll do is I'll take the plane out then. And then when I come home from bowling Wednesday night or that Thursday morning, I will take my bowling balls out of the car. I will put them in the house. I will come into the house. I will grab my planes. I will put them into the back of the truck. And that's where they'll stay all weekend long until the following Tuesday. Period. No in and out bullshit anymore. They're going to stay in there. And because most of the damage, I'm going to, no bullshit at all. Most of the damage is bringing them up the stairs. When I go to bring them up the stairs, there's something sticking out or something poking out, or I hit them on the railing coming up, or something. It's just something really, really stupid, you guys. So I'm just not going to mess with it anymore. This plane is way too. It's an expensive plane, and it's a nice plane, and I don't want to damage it any more than it already is. It's like my Dynam planes don't even look as bad as this one do. It's quite pathetic, actually, how bad I have let this plane get. And it's all because of me. It's completely my fault, nobody else's fault. So what we're going to do here, guys, is I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to put this prop together. I'm going to stick it back on the plane. We're going to see if everything buttons up the right way. And if it does, great, good. I got the battery charging over there right now. We'll definitely be flying the P-47. And it rained quite a bit. And if there's any wetness whatsoever, the problem with the, like, I don't know, hold on, actually, before I say that, let me go check this bad boy out. Oh, no, guys, no. Okay, there is no bottom vent on the Scorpion. There's no bottom vent on the Scorpion. I was just getting ready to say I was not going to fly it if the ground was wet, because the grass is going to come up to about here underneath the plane. And I didn't want water going through the vent and then out through the EDF. But there is no bottom vent on this plane. It's just got these 2 massive intakes on either side. And I guess that they figured that that's plenty of air to get into the EDF. So, yeah, we'll be flying this today as well. So what I did was real quick on this one, I went through, I evened out the flaps. The flaps, they needed to be adjusted. I adjusted those. I adjusted the elevators. And the nose is on tight. I didn't paint it yet, but that's the only reason I didn't paint that yet is because the paint is actually on its way, you guys. I had to order it. I had a can of black, and I went to go spray it, and the nozzle, the sprayer was all clogged up with, like, I don't know. I don't even know how. It's a brand new can. I don't even get it. But I went to spray it, and it clogged right up. I let it set in ether overnight, like, soaking it in ether overnight, and that didn't work. I tried using a pen, and then what happened was the needle that I was using was a little bit too big, and then now when you spray the shit, it is absolute garbage. It just splatters everywhere. So I wasn't going to splatter my plane to death. I wanted to look good, so I ordered a brand new can of black Liquitex and a couple of other odd colors that I wanted to get. I got like a yellow, a green, just some colors that I wanted to get, but mostly black. I got 2 cans of black actually, and what I'm going to do is I am going to take these little scratches and divots and stuff, and I'm going to try to make them look like flak damage the best I could do. But anyways, guys, I'm going to put this prop assembly together. I'm going to put it on the plane, and we'll be right back. And voila, movie magic. There it is, guys. Props on. So, yeah, real quick, I was putting it on, and I put the fan blades around backwards, tightened it all down, realized that the fan blades were on backwards, and then had to take it apart and redo it. So now it's on there right. And we have a brand new hub on our P47. FMS beat up P47. Still flies like it's brand new though. You guys will see that in a little bit. I'm going to take it out and give her a little whirl. Flying her on a Venom 3600 milliamp 30C battery, which is kind of an underkill for this plane. I should be using like a 4500 or a 4000, and it should be like a 60C because this thing has a massive like 70 or 80 amp ESC in it. So big 6S plane. But yeah, guys, that's it. The prop's on. We are ready to go with this one. Now it's just finishing up charging up the batteries and making sure that I have some snacks ready and stuff like that for when my kids get off the bus. And I got to stash the key outside so that they can get in, because I may not be here when they get off the bus, because I'm going to be leaving here in like 45 minutes to an hour. And I will be staying out there until all the flights are done. I'm going to get 3 flights today for you guys, and hopefully everything goes well. Yeah, guys, that's it. That's the FMS P47 with the prop hub fixed. That is basically it. I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC. We'll see you guys out at the field. Yeah, baby. Peace.